4 First Nations east of Thunder Bay will now have a say in the education of Indigenous students in the public school system.
The Superior Greenstone District School Board has signed a groundbreaking agreement with the First Nations that will inform the board's approach to educating Indigenous youth. Lee Noonan has more.
Across the Superior Greenstone District School Board, more than half of students are Indigenous. The school board has now signed an engagement framework agreement with 4 First Nations that will change how decisions are made for students like Anemki Korshane, who's from Biktigong Nishnabek but goes to high school in Marathon.
Obviously, the education system hasn't been too kind to Indigenous people throughout history, but it's definitely getting better. It's the communities that really know what's best for their kids and how well that they're going to fit the system and what's going to gear them for the best for learning new things.
Superior Greenstone's Director of Education, Nicole Morden-Cormier, says the agreement gives the First Nations a say in significant decisions that impact their youth. She believes the agreement is the first of its kind in the province.
For example, one of the areas that we know we have to do more work on is on the school year calendar. We know that our school year calendar has to reflect the different traditional and cultural celebrations and recognitions of First Nation people. Another is around de-streaming.
In our community, we can do whatever we need to do to ensure that our students are going to be successful in whatever they want to do or wherever they want to go. We haven't had the opportunity to do so for our other kids who are elsewhere. So having an agreement like this, can make that happen for them. We can be involved.
Long Lake 58, Biktigong Nishnabek, Nedamazagabig Nishnabek, and Binjitawabik Zagi Nanishnabek have all signed the agreement. The First Nations make up Zone 1 of the Anishinaabeg education system, which promotes Anishinaabe culture and language and works to improve education outcomes in First Nations schools. But across the 23 AES communities, Biktigong Education Director Lisa Mishano-Korshen says 80% of kids are actually in the public system, and they want to create the same opportunities for those kids.
We simply are not just people who pay invoices. We want voice in some of the decisions and some of the things that occur within those institutions, and it's important to us to take on some of that responsibility.
Mishano Korshane says the agreement has caught the attention of the 19 other First Nations in the Anishinaabeg education system, and there could be more agreements like it coming soon. Lee Noonan, TBT News.